should already be here.
Okay, so here's the chat. See?
Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah, what's it too?
Okay, we're live. Pop out chat. What does
You
that
can
mean?
do that too. It has it does like a separate window.
Oh, okay.
You want me to join and see? Test it?
Oh no, what's that? All right. I don't know what the problem is. If anyone's here, can you say something? Why don't I see the chat? I think it's my thing. This is so irritating. I don't see you guys. I don't see chat. I can see it says top chat. I can see like everything except for.
Yeah, I'm in there. And it said you said hi, but that might just be default.
No, I wrote hi.
Oh,
when I went into pop out chat.
Yeah, well, you can see it in there. There it is.
There it is. Finally. Wow. Okay. I can see. Hi, Jenny. I can see you. Hello, aliens. Practicing stitchcraft. Okay. Hi, Jenny K. Hi. Okay. Boom. It's going to take me a minute. Okay. I wanted to play that lame music, but then commercials come on. Should I just like fast forward, like let it happen? Do you guys care? Do you even want music? I'm going to sign up. If I do this often, then I found an app I can sign up, like, to not have this happen, because it's kind of lame. It's hard to hear you with it. Oh, really? Okay, I'll turn it off. What? Casey and Linear. Okay, I can turn it down. How's that? All right, guys. Who's ready to talk alien stuff? Let's see. We have conflict of interest here. Okay, how about I turned it down? Is that better? I mean, it's going to take me a minute. Honestly, music isn't necessary, but music is awesome. Maybe it's because I used this Daria cup. This is how I feel. You like my earrings? Thank you, Stitchcraft. Hi, Tisha. This is awesome, right? I have to thank CJ. Is she in here? Because she's kind of pushed me to go do more lives on YouTube. I was like, is anyone gonna care? Oh yeah, got to support the. Oh, let me show you something better. Music feels great, right? See, just a little background. And if I just sign up for the thing, then I don't have to have commercials. You know how the world works, right? Check this out. Music is the world, right? Ooh, a nice little stone, alien stone. This is an awesome stone for, honestly, I can't remember the name, but this stone is actually awesome. You love my earrings? Thank you. Which one? Little 80s. It's kind of 80s too, but this is more alien. But this stone is actually really awesome for healing the heart. And I forget the name of it because it's similar to rose quartz. You love both? Thank you. I have an alien head made of soledad. Oh, bloodstone. No, this isn't bloodstone. No. It's I forget the name. It's like when I see it, I'll know it. But it's a stone that's like pink and green. Should I like float him along? So, if you're coming across me, which I doubt, the people here I recognize, I pretty much positive, pretty sure. Although I didn't hear CJ talk back to me. I know she's on my Instagram and I can't pop over there because it'll turn the music off. So if you're texting me on Instagram, I'm not going to see it, CJ. But Dragon's Blood? No, not Dragon's Blood. Definitely not Dragon's Blood. Oh, hey, CJ. Everybody remember, for you younger ones might not remember Daria, but classic 90s. Am I allowed to do that on YouTube? Like, I forgot all the rules on here. Classic 90s character. Okay, so Rhodonite. I'm not sure. Yeah, right. Daria was like, kind of spoke how we all felt. So if you're new to me, which I don't think you guys are, I'm an intuitive and a medium, and I've been reading almost 20 years professionally. I can say that now. Wow. How come that just feels like I'm old? Because it does. But anyway, and I talk paranormal everything. Paranormal to people a lot of times isn't like spirit stuff. You're new? Hey, KMK Summer. Sorry for the stupid ads, but I won't have it next time. I promise. But you guys, like, I'm on it, right? So I jumped and skipped it before. And I've been doing readings. I read people professionally. I've been reading professionally for almost 20 years. Wisdom comes age. Screw that, CPG space cadet. I'll take youth. No, I'm just kidding. Am I? I am a little, not to get all astrology out, even though, I believe in it somewhat. Leos, we're a little vain that way. But you're right. How has been wacky dreams due to lunar eclipse? I don't know. I'm not that connected to the moon. U.S. Congress holding the first open forum. Oh, really? Wait, I got to move this over so I can see. Forum about UFOs in the 50 years this month. Nice. I love your energy already. Ads are worth it. Well, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to get some like music. I like to create a vibe, if you don't have a vibe, what's the point? I don't know. And I like to talk to people. So CJ was right, even though she will tell you I resisted because I've done so many lives for so long. But anyway, back to practicing Stitchcraft. We'll get back to that. Thank you, KMK Summer. Yes. I think the whole alien UFO things are changing. We all win when you do lives. Oh boy. We'll have a lot to talk about when I see you. Looking forward to it. CJ goes way back when I've taught a lot in person. I teach online, and I also I'm doing a medium gallery, which I'm doing little mini readings online for people, talking to the dead. So those of you who are new, I do talk to the dead, but I'm a little different about it. You tell me exactly who you want to talk to, and I talk to that person. That's what I do professionally. Today's technically my day off from reading. And I also can see your path. Be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, that's so cool. CJ, how do I get you to mod it to mod? Because that would help. Thank you, CJ. But yeah, so but I'm very into aliens. So a lot of spiritual people kind of are into aliens. I'm doing it anyway. Don't sweat it. Okay. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys notice, but a lot of people who are spiritual, they're kind of like, oh, I'm channeling Joe from blah, 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 right? And I don't really believe in it that way. obviously, because I would never say that. Um, I definitely believe in beings from other dimensions and maybe other planets, meaning I think beings can be interdimensional. So I think sometimes what people think are angels or fairies and things like this um, could be alien because they aren't human. So isn't that qualify for that? So I have a variety of a bunch of things I'm interested in. So who wants to chat about that? If you want to look me up, I have a website, adelelavine.com, but I have Adele Levine on everything. Do you feel there's a difference between aliens versus ultra inner dimensions? Obviously, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean ultra interdimension? So you mean like, are there differences between aliens and interdimensional beings? No, I feel like what people describe as interdimensional beings are beings that can come in and out of this world, this dimension. How many different types of aliens? Anybody who claims they know how many different types of aliens, I would run far from them. Nobody knows that. Come on, if we knew that, would our world be, you know? No, nobody really knows that. I think people have had their experiences, so people kind of tend to describe it, and then it kind of gets in the, you know what I mean? It kind of gets into the um, plethora, of the pool, right? I personally have experienced very different. Love that answer. Thank you, K Summer. I'm just gonna call you Summer. Is that cool? K Summer, get it? I know, bad joke. I have experienced with no one. No one can really say, right? Is that what you're saying? I agree. Um, Interdimensional beings, and I've seen them as these tall blue, very tall blue beings. So not the typical gray, but I have also seen something else. But this is all interdimensional to me. So I've only seen one actual craft, and I had a weird experience with someone who explained that. Can aliens visit us in dreams? Well, I particularly think if an alien is visiting you in dream, you're not dreaming. Because yes, I've had it happen to me twice, but I didn't really think I was dreaming. I saw UFO when I was a kid, and I remember the event like it was really. Do share, CJ. We all want to know. I feel that if you're seeing aliens, about how many races, right. I don't think anyone really knows. I think anybody who's claiming they know for sure is selling you something. You know what I mean? So I feel that aliens are people who say a type of alien. It's probably their personal experience. You know what I mean? So someone's like, oh, I saw gray, or I saw whatever, reptilian, or me, I saw tall blue, right? Alien, that's my personal experience. But it doesn't mean I know for sure what they all are, if that makes sense. So I've seen one craft, and I happened to meet someone who used to work in the Air Force. It was a very odd story. What's your thoughts about schizophrenia, alien contact? Are those people connected with those beings? What do you mean by that? So this is the second time someone's asked me about that. I think mental health needs to be taken very seriously, and it's very different than spirituality or other things or paranormal things. People who, let's put it this way, people who are spiritual or into the paranormal and are grounded about it. Like, I know I'm sitting here, I know I'm very aware of myself and my mental mind and all of those things, right? Very aware of myself. here, and anything I experience, I question it and I doubt it and all of that. And when you do that, then you know you're healthy. I've already had wild dreams about aliens since childhood. That's wild. Yeah, see, okay, I'm going to take on and off my glasses. I feel like if you've had dreams, you're not dreaming. Yeah, that's just what I feel. I feel like, from what I've come to understand from those beings, they can make you feel like hypnotized and make you feel you've gone somewhere else. Walking home from school with a friend, the kid I was walking with had said they're watching us. And I said, who? And he pointed up and he said, them. What? And over the trees, there was what I've always described an over metallic cloud hovering above the trees, no sound, but the tops of the trees were moving like there was a breeze. It was slow appearing and disappearing, hovering in one pace over and over, and then just vanished. That is cool, CJ. Wow. Anybody else have these experiences? That is cool. That's pretty awesome. Great up near the Top Gun Air Force Base in San. Oh, that's not what it's called, right? No, I understand. But what the base Top Gun on? Okay, they can alter your mind. I grew up. Oh, explains a lot. It explains maybe why you're interested in things. Interesting. Well, they can telepathically hypnotize you. So that's why I feel sometimes when people feel they've gone somewhere, I tend to feel like they can make you feel like you've gone somewhere. I've had 2 experiences that I thought I was dreaming, but in the dream I knew I wasn't, if that makes sense. In the moment I was like aware of everybody around and everything going on, and I was like, knew I wasn't dreaming. It's interesting you say that about the Air Force, TJ, because that's what happened to me. I had a Lyft driver suddenly pick me up, and this was 4 a.m. I had to be at the airport in Utah, and I had one Lyft driver, and that person disappeared, and a new one appeared, and he talked to me on the way there and basically told me he worked for the Air Force, asked me very cool, like I felt very comfortable with him, like, what do I do? And when I told him, he said he was very interested. He was very chill. And he was like, well, I'm surprised the government hasn't asked you to work for them. And I was like, okay. And the reason why I even started off the conversation with him being in the Air Force is because he had a bag hanging in the car, which I thought was weird for a Lyft driver. They don't tend to have their clothes hanging. And it was almost like making me ask him about it. Is there a distinct difference between aliens trying to contact you versus spirits trying to contact you? Like, do they both try to make contact the same way? Similarities? Autumn, that's a good question. No, spirits are people who will give you signs, right? And kind of try to make you feel like you feel loved, or you kind of feel a familiarity, especially because they're your people, right? Who have passed. And you may feel like something similar, or you get a smell that smells like the person you knew, and things like that. Aliens don't feel familiar. They aren't as careful with you. The ones I've experienced have been friendly. I know other people have say other things. And they aren't trying to just like coat everything. I have a bunch of videos on here about it. In my readings, I can look for people to see the difference, using my ability. I'm not talking to aliens in readings per se, but I will be able to help you understand what you're seeing. Which, by the way, I have 50% off my readings in case you're interested. Good till tomorrow with the code anew. But that's a good question, Autumn. No, they do not feel the same at all. aliens kind of will, kind of like we were talking about. I don't know if they're still here. I think it was Space Cadet was talking. I think he was talking. But yeah, they kind of, it's not like altering your mind, but and I guess in a sense it is. You're going to feel like hypnotized. They're not as careful. Does that make sense? My mother told me that as a kid, she woke up in a mental fog, felt called to get up, walked out to the other room and saw a creature watching her, wasn't sure what it was, and hummish, but not sure. I guess I've always just felt they're watching us. I feel like what they do is if you are interested or if you have abilities or if you are interested, humanish, okay, they will be interested in talking to you. I've always heard from them, like, if you're interested in talking to us, we'll be interested in talking to you. You know what I mean? So, but they're not as careful. Like spirits are just definitely, they don't want to scare you. They don't want to upset you. But I mean, your people you love and have a connection to. Very different. Do you believe we can be originally from other planets that volunteer to come to Earth? Some alien races can feel like family. No, I don't believe that. I know that's something that's very popular on the internet, but no. There he goes, Space Cadet here. No, I don't believe that at all. I believe we are a human soul and spirit that exists, but do we have connection to that realm, other worlds, before we are born and after we die? Yes. I feel like there's plenty of species. I think that we tend to think there's some kind of limited, right? Like, well, we must be from other planets because there's so many people, but I feel there's so many different beings out there that we don't understand in this world and in the next and others. But these are awesome questions. Is anybody else new to me besides Summer? Are we a hybrid of monkey and aliens? Oh, that's interesting. I've heard that theory too. I'm going to say this. I don't feel like we're a hybrid, but do I? Oh, here we go, commercial. But could I expand my mind to believe? Oh, come on, ad. To believe that was there an alien species that could have helped us along? Yes, I could be open to that because if you think about it, we moved awful fast. If you look at how things evolve, we've evolved pretty quick from like the ocean. I mean, in the big picture, you know what I'm saying? So, do I feel sometimes something could have helped us along? I'm open to that. Old souls, yeah. I feel like old souls, because if you're new to me, you may not know I'm not a believer in reincarnation in the traditional way. I feel like old souls always kind of give this idea that like it's souls that have been recycling. But I see old souls as I see that we all come from a place and we all return. Do some wait longer than others? Maybe, because I feel like it's a choice. I do not believe in reincarnation, and I'll explain. I do a lot of telepathic communication just in my mind with the spirit or alien world. But should I be speaking out loud? Some people have told me to speak out loud instead of my mind. Not necessary. No, you don't have to speak out loud. Matter of fact, I don't know why someone would tell you that, because telepathic communication is the way other beings, including the dead, speak. So that means you're just honing your abilities even better. People give unsolicited advice. Too fast. What's too fast? Do you believe in reincarnation? No, I don't believe reincarnation in the traditional sense. What's too fast? I was too fast. Am I faster than these questions coming up? Is that what is funny? Um, because I believe that from what I've seen, and I have spoken to all kinds of spirits, all kinds of time periods, it just doesn't fit right, for one. And for two, in that realm, let's say I go to that realm, I pass on and I go to that realm. Knock on wood, guys. I'm knocking on wood. And you haven't been born, I can take you through my life because I do this in my readings and in everything else. Spirits can show me their life. They can show me where they grew up. They can show me their house. I can remote view past, future, and present. And it feels so real that I have read for some spirits over and over for people that I forget I haven't met them in real life. So let's say then I'm born and that person meets my family. Everything about me is very familiar to them. And there's other reasons. Just memories from something like a knowledge from something else. CE5, human initiated contact with aliens through meditation. Is it real? No, I was laughing because I asked that right as you said it. Yeah, see, there you go. Boom. What are your feelings on Earth shifting to the 5D in this lifetime? Okay, let's get to some things I know are really popular. And then, first of all, what is CE5, human initiated contact with aliens through meditation? What is CE5? The 5D thing, guys, again, anybody who can tell you there's numbers on things is selling you something. Just saying, Sandra. What I'm saying to you is that when people are telling you like this is 4D, 3D, it's just in a state of consciousness. And state of consciousness can change and expand by how many that numbers no one knows. So this whole idea of 5D, however, are we growing and shifting and evolving into a higher understanding? Absolutely. But don't get caught up in the idea of 5D because it limits, you know what I mean? Are we biologically machine who lost her connection to the owner of the universe? No, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. There is a doctor who does his meditation retreats and UFOs allegedly show up and they say, yeah, listen, I'm here to help you guys save your money and save joining cults. I'm here to let you know, out of all the years I've been doing this, and I've been doing it a long time, for those of you new, almost 20 years, I can tell you there's a lot of BS in this world. And the internet has made it possible for so many people. So selling you on the idea that I'm going to do this and you will make contact, and then you don't, then there'll be a reason, right? You don't need all that. Just do it on your own. If you are open to it, that realm is open to you. Spirits, aliens, all of it. You see what I'm saying? So people will claim a lot of things and make it sound really amazing, but everything is about confirmation. Confirmation. If you can't confirm things and follow yourself, follow nobody, and listen to that inner voice, because that is what will help you know something is off. Yeah, I don't believe that we're a biological machine who lost our connection to. Listen, a lot of the stuff that's come out over the past few years, we've been through a really rough time, right? So wanting to escape out of this realm and change it is very appealing, right? I mean, isn't it appealing, the concept to like, can I just get out of, this place and I'm not really part of it? You have to stay grounded. However, there's doesn't mean there isn't magic around us. Let's see. There is a doctor. Okay, I read that. See if I asked my father to send me things all the time, but I never get the confirmation. How do I help? Be sure to like, subscribe. Thank you. About reincarnation, are those spirits choose us to tell their story, or something else going on? So if so, why do they choose to do that? Hi. Hi, Diamond Girl. What I'm saying is that's an example. Is it bus? And I'm going to answer Casey's question. Um, it's not just, that's an example. I'm just saying, like, also because that realm is always do my own investigations. Good job. Because there's a realm within our realm, then it leaks through. So we're the ones that's not conscious of like that realm. We're not paying attention. But does it sometimes telepathically influence or kind of guide you? Or you tune into it. More importantly, you start to tune into it. So that realm's kind of like the internet. If you want to tune into it, you can. And if you don't, you don't. So, in other words, getting to that answers Casey's question. When you're not getting the signs, you're not picking up what they're laying down. They always want to talk, but we tend to not be aware of that realm. So, when you're getting signs from the spirit world, they absolutely want to talk to you. But a lot of the times it's more subtle, because if it wasn't, no one would believe you, or someone would lock you up if you said your person walked through the door and sat down and had tea with you. It's you, and sometimes it's our own pain that's blocking us from it. I mean, like the prophets had a connection to the creator. Yeah. Is there any truth to the stories about reptilians? Actions speak louder than words. Exactly. I kind of think you got to be very careful when people are saying they're special and they're connected to something. That is how cults are founded, and that's how people want power. I hate to break it to you, but most people are doing this for wanting power. It's not even about money. They like power and attention over people. Nothing needs to become between you and anything. So making someone a quote prophet that is connecting to something, you all have access to it anytime you want. Reptilians, I'm not sold on it. So I'm not here to say for sure what is yes or no. I'm not sold on it. Is it possible? Maybe. But I think the way people have presented it as it's like people in power hiding in skin of human and they're really reptilians, then it just, you lose me on that. I find I can connect better with spirits outside my own circle. Yes, because of the pain. I think people don't understand that the pain that you have of the loss you've experienced will absolutely make you not want to connect to that realm. It causes, the pain causes you pause. Is it possible to get the connection back for any average Joe? Yeah, of course. We're all born with this. Some of us have a stronger ability than others. Just like some people sing better. I can sing. I always say this, anybody can learn to play piano. Not everyone's going to be a professional piano player. I'm not going to be Elton John, but I can learn to play piano, right? Everybody has ability to connect to those things. Not all of you are going to do it in a professional way or even in quick, fast way that I've been doing it. Just, we all have our own gifts. I would have loved to have been Elton John. That was not my gift. So we're some sort of biological machine. We're human beings. So we are a biological body, human beings. We're human beings. Yeah, we are just, sorry, boring human beings, which are pretty complicated enough. Do you believe all alien races, including us, are created by the same source? That's a very good question. Summer, look at you. Bam, with the question. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Not sure. I do feel there's ancient beings. I've seen these beings called the Watchers that I feel overlook the rules of the universe, kind of making sure we're all not going too far into each other's worlds and disrupting it. But that is a different question than that's a different thing than what you're asking. And that's a very good question. That's something I've contemplated. But I do believe, do you believe already? I do. I would say that to me, it must be the same energy source. I wouldn't say it's some powerful being per se, but energy source, a universal energy source makes sense to me. Wow, that was a good one. Yeah, I think the whole yes, please discuss the Watchers a little bit. Who are they? I am glad to inherit all the hardware I need for my soul. I think you need to be a little more grounded. I'm just saying, in the sense that you're a human being. You were grown in a woman, and you are flesh and blood, and you need to maybe ground yourself a bit and accept that. The Watchers, JB. So the Watchers, I feel, are these ancient beings that do not help you, aren't there to be your friend, aren't there to guide you, aren't there to give you, bestow you of wisdom. They are watching this world that we're in and the other realm and making sure we are not crashing either way. So, in other words, we aren't disrupting their realm as much as they're not disrupting ours. They never show what they look like. I see them as hooded, but they're not literally wearing a hood. It's just an energy to not be able to see them. I don't have any well-known relatives past, but I want to connect with my ancestors. How can I get confirmations? Yeah, you do need to learn about them to get confirmations. I'm sure you can get enough just on your closest relative and get information about them enough. Can spiritual gifts be hereditary? Not necessarily at all. No, I don't think it needs to be and may not be. Did your abilities become more difficult to quiet down when you started to hone and practice more? I feel like it's really hard to take a break and quiet. No, it's the opposite. The more professional I got and the more I honed, the better I have gotten at blocking and putting boundaries up. It isn't something to be wearing as a state of specialness badge. So being grounded is a constant thing you need to do. And so it became way easier the more I purposely be conscious about grounding myself and putting up boundaries. There are times like if I'm having a little something in my wine glass with somebody at party or something, or anesthesia or something I can't control and things come out. Although I would say that's not true. I would have to be having a lot of wine, which I don't do these days. So even then, boundaries is important. You can't just invade in people's space, and I don't allow those things. Not saying it's 100%. The hardest place I have a hard time is night. I don't sleep through the night. I get up several times in the night. It's better, but definitely I haven't mastered night boundaries as well. But yeah, so those are really great questions. I hope I answered the, oh, okay. You're welcome, JB. I was just looking for you. I hope I answered about the Watchers. MM, hello. Hello, MM. Yeah, so the cool thing, you know what the Watchers, the closest thing I've seen, if you've seen the movie The Fifth Element, you know those creatures with the hoods that actually have the stone and everything and are guarding it. When I saw them, I was like, that's the closest I've seen to what I have seen the Watchers be. I almost always wake up around 3 a.m. about almost every night. On a good night, I go back to sleep. On a bad night, I'm up for hours, walk around the house and look out windows. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, right. You see what I mean, JB? Yeah, 3 a.m. Between 3 and 5, the reason why things happen, it's not really mystical. I mean, it's not really like people kind of think it's spooky and it's like the darkest time of the night, and that's why they see spirits and things like this happen. It's because we do. Will you upload this live on your channel later? Yes. Is it metabolic? It could be for sure. But was it been going on before that? I've been getting up at 3 a.m. since I was a baby. My sister can account to the fact that I've woken up at 3 a.m. since I was a baby. And I would see oh yeah, the sleep cycles, right? Yeah, and I would play for a little bit and then go back to sleep, and I still have that cycle. So 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is because you're dreaming, and when you're REM sleeping, that's when they say we dream, is really right before we wake up, 3 to 5, right? And that realm can get your attention because normally you're very shut down, and you're afraid of that world. So this is when they can kind of slip in. I woke up back to a black hooded figure next to my bed. Light was shining through my window, and it looked like it was looking down at a cell phone or something. It felt comforting to me. I just thought it was funny about the cell phone. That's definitely not the watcher, because the watchers don't try to bring any comfort at all. But that when you see hooded beings normally, and I just only said that because I can see all beings normally, I can see what they look like. The watchers are the only ones I can't see, and I think because I'm not allowed to, but it's because your sight's not developed to see who they are. That's what, shadow people are and things like that. As I get older, wine became sleepy juice for me. Same. Why is that? It's so lame. It's so boring. You should see the crazy dreams I have. Yeah, well, I've had my share. Believe me, I don't need to see yours. I like it though, because it scares. It's things I've experienced. It scared most people, but most things don't surprise me at all because I've seen it. I've seen pretty much most of it all. I'm not saying I've seen it all, but I've seen enough. So it doesn't really. One time I did mushrooms, and suddenly the entire room was full of human type creatures with long black coats in it. And I thought this was what the world looks like. We just can't see it. That's interesting. Once I dream, a pink flame was asking if I was black or blue. What? What were you on, Luna? What were you on? CJ, I felt like I was seeing what was really there. That makes sense. I sleepwalk every day as a kid. As at the same time at 2:41 a.m. I would stand next to my what? Shut up, Diamond Girl. Shut your poor mom. Are you telling the truth? See, haha. Once I dreamt I fed a banana to a whale. Okay, these are definitely dreams and not spiritual things. But Diamond Girl, I don't know what's going on there. Isn't it low energy because it's the most darkest? No, it's not. It's not really low energy, actually. It's really good energy at that time. I once started, people are just more open. I once started having super weird dreams that I was in bed. Why did you take away the message, Space Cadet? I once was started having super weird dreams that I was in bed and there was something in the corner of my room. I never looked at it, but I knew it was there. It didn't come close or anything. That I was in my bed and there was, yeah, that's probably seeing that realm. Could you give one effective way to grounding? I'm trying breathing, but it can be hard. Okay, sure. I did. She would just direct me. Then I asked for it to stop and I never had those dreams again. Wait, what? I once had super dreams. I was in bed. Okay, yes, that's right. I love that nighttime. I wish I didn't have to sleep. Yeah, see, I'm a morning person, but nighttime does have a magical feeling. Okay, let's break this down. First of all, Diamond Girl, something's going on. Something's up. Something's up. Okay, something's up because Something's going on. And let's get to yes, that's you seeing that realm. And then when you say you don't want it to happen, that happens. And when it comes to boost, boost, or is it boost? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Grounding. Grounding is things that anything like putting your feet in the earth, taking a bath, like water is very grounding. You can even run water on your wrists if you actually turn on the faucet and just run water on your wrists. There's very simple things: cooking, eating. Actually, I'm not promoting just going off and binge drinking or something, but drinking alcohol actually is grounding. Weed is not, it's the opposite. Um, Doing anything like watching TV, playing video games. As I was telling CJ earlier, I'm a video game player. Oops, sorry for that loud noise. Anything using your mind, like getting you in your head, even taking your hands and going like this. So you don't have to breathe and do all that necessarily. I'm a Black woman. I had a dream that I was a handsome white man. I was a secret agent being chased by bad guys. What could it mean? I could Diamond Girl I could stop sleepwalking once we moved out of my childhood home. I was 18 when I stopped. That's interesting. All right, let's get back to TB. I know who you are, TB. Just figured out who this is. I don't know. It could be you, like, kind of feeling what it's like to be someone else for like a minute, or like tuning into someone. That's kind of my sense. Diamond Girl, something, you were seeing something. I feel like something you were connecting to is very interesting. That's why protecting kids' rooms is very important. This is so fun. I don't usually have so much in common with most people. Thank you for sharing this live. Thank you. See? But we're all a bunch of weirdos. Next time, should I call it like, hey, I'm doing a live. This is a live of the collection of the weirdos. Let's all come together. Hey, lady. Hey, you. Are you okay? Any news? You popped into my head recently. I was surprised you didn't book a reading with my special, because you usually do. Anytime I sleep alone, there's a strange noises, bumps in the night in my room. It doesn't happen when my partner's home. What's this? Weirdos together, right? Be sure to follow Dale on Instagram, a supporter, Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Aw, thanks, CJ. I have a black tourmaline amethyst on my kid window as protection and a night lamp. Weirdos. Yes. Here's the thing, Luna, just so you know, the amethyst is actually really great for opening up sight, and black tourmaline can be really good too. I don't particularly like it, but for those of you who don't know, black tourmaline is a stone that is used to keep away negativity. So keeping away that negativity is good. Doctor had me do one more treatment. I'm hoping to move forward. Oh my goodness. Okay, girl, you are not listening to me. That's for sure. Okay, but keep me informed. I was saying it's because of it's so dark between 3 and 5, low energy on Earth. Oh, gotcha. I think what you're saying, which I can definitely get behind what you're saying, sometimes people are kind of floating in and out, and like if you're astral projecting or astral traveling, you can bump into some of those peeps you don't want to. So I'm going to retake amethyst for those. No, amethyst is actually no. It's really good, beautiful stone. Don't worry about it, because it's a positive stone. You know what I mean? But what I always say for kids is every night kind of say a thing with your child, like, this is a place of protection. This is a place of light. Like, have them kind of go along with it, and then put on their walls something they feel connected to, like if it's fairies or dragons or something very light. You just want to keep it light for kids. And lights, lots of little twinkly lights and starry lights. Like, you probably can't see mine because I have a light on, but starry lights, and things like that. You just want light around them, and you want to teach them about bringing light around them. But amethyst is awesome. He has a dragon. Perfect. Luna, you go. Doing it. That's totally fine. And amethyst is an awesome stone. It's a very positive stone. So it's not like crazy heavy. You know what I mean? So if you want to keep the amethyst stone, that's fine because it probably makes them feel really good. But yeah, Space Cadet, I totally see what you're saying, because if you're astral projecting, yeah, when I smoke my Eugene, my mind opens up and I'm more in control. For me, that's right. Oh, learning from me. Good job. Okay, the music stopped playing. I don't know what music this is gonna be. I'm gonna turn off music for a while if that's okay. Or do you guys want, I can put it back on. Do you want more music? Sorry, autocorrect. Yes. I smoke my Eugene. I think I know what you're talking about, CPG. I think I know what you're smoking, right? I know. I know. I totally get it. What is this? Oh, is this gonna like play? I don't know what I opened up, but it's like free. So there we go. And it's copyright. Please, we have some good deal. I can't, sorry. You can't play music on YouTube that's copywritten. So I have to play generic, approved by YouTube music. If I start playing music, they shut me down. But on my Patreon, when I do lives there, I can play music like that I usually play. Because I have it's a private thing, and since it's donation based and all that, yeah, YouTube is like strict. Instagram, I used to be able to get away with it, but they have shut me down immediately. Facebook, all of them, and I think TikTok you can, but man, doing lives on TikTok is a little much. But anyway, thank you guys. It's been like, I'm going to probably sign off because we've been on for like about an hour. Is that okay, Miss CJ? Just joking. But you guys, I'm actually going to be planning on doing these more because I had a little birdie named CJ who says I should. And maybe we'll build like this as a regular thing. Approve you taking a break. Yeah, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for coming on. You can catch me on here. I post every week a new video. I post on my Patreon and I post all the time on my Instagram, and I do these daily energy climates. Thank you again. I first heard of you on the Bigfoot Collectors podcast a few years ago, and I appreciate your insight. Yes, thank you. They're awesome, right? BCC. I've been on there for a million times. Thank you. Love your lives. Thank you, MM. Thank you. Love these lives. Okay, awesome. I will continue. Then she was right. Someone typed that in the chat. I'm bad at spelling. What did you, what are you trying to type? Oh, I'm bad at spelling. Don't ask me because I'm a terrible speller. And I'll be doing Medium Gallery this in a couple of weeks, where I'm going to do little mini readings for very small. I only have very few tickets, but I have all that on my Instagram and on my website. And those of you who know me, I have that special. This is the special for 50% off of readings only going. That's the special. That's the code word, anew. It's only going till tomorrow. I know it's off topic, but are you doing video readings still? I'm outside the US. I'm not doing live video readings, but I'm doing a medium gallery that will be online, where there'll be mini medium readings for people. But I'm thinking about, I'm not really doing them on here, if that's what you mean. But I'm doing a Zoom medium gallery. Hope that makes sense. I know. Okie dokie. Okay. Thanks, Luna. Thank you guys so much. You guys were so much fun. This was awesome. I forgot how much I love live. I think I got I think I was like wanting to do music. That was stupid. That was a one thing that was stopping me. And I was like, I can't do music and blah, blah, blah. Or I didn't know if people really wanted them. So thank you guys. Have a good rest of the night, day, or morning, whatever time it is where you are. And remember this, follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your voice. Remember, see you guys soon.